What should I do immediately after the car accident?
The first thing you're going to want to do is stop. It shouldn't need to be said, but it does. Stop. Make sure everyone in your car, including yourself, is okay. And then make sure that you're in a safe place to get out of the car and exchange information. Look, I love it. I absolutely love it. And my clients take pictures at the scene, and the cars are exactly where they were when they came to rest after the accident. However, that's not the priority. The priority is to make sure you're safe and everyone else is safe. Once you've taken care of your people and yourself and you're in a safe place, the next part of it is the information exchange. Now, the good news is we all walk around with cameras in our pockets, and so that makes it a lot easier. You can take pictures of the other person's driver's license, take pictures of the other person's registration, you can take pictures of the other person's license plate, but the things you're going to want to know on the off chance that you are using paper and pencil is the identifying information on the driver, in particular their name and address, the driver's license number, dates of birth are great, the information on the owner of the car, if that's different, again, name and address, the insurance company, and by the way, if the car is from New Hampshire, that's not going to be on the registration, so you have to ask. And for those in particular, getting the name of the insurance company is particularly difficult. You want the car's registration number, the license plate. These are really the most important things to get. It's good to get as many pictures of the other car, the other driver, as you can, particularly damage. And it's funny because people will come in and they'll have taken a lot of pictures of their car at the scene and of the damage to their car, but those are easy pictures for me to get. I can take those in the parking lot of my office if the car is drivable, or at the tow yard if it's not. Pictures of the other car, however, are hard to come by. However, if you take them at the scene, that is great. Pictures of your car are also nice. I don't mean to disparage that. I say to take pictures of the other driver because I've had situations where people have denied that they were driving the car or that they were in an accident or whatever. So that picture kind of puts an end to that. Something with yourself and any of your passengers is nice because very often the driver of the car will certainly deny or commonly deny that your passengers were there, and sometimes even that there was this accident or that you were there. So taking those sorts of pictures at the scene also tend to make things go easier down the road. Calling the police is something that I wish people did more often. One of the things that we're looking to do at an accident scene is document things. And the police are good for documenting things. That's kind of their job. That and calling the ambulance or tow truck when necessary. It's always good. Now, I appreciate that sometimes it's not that huge of a thing and the police take a long time to get there and people don't want to wait, and I get that, but it is always better if the police come than if they do not. Another thing that's important to get at the scene of an accident, almost certainly cannot get it later, is the names and contact information on witnesses. Now keep in mind, people are not always so enthusiastic about being witnesses, even though they are. It's nice to have their address. It's nice to have their phone number. It's nice to have their email. If they're getting antsy, at least get one of those so that we can get in touch with them if we want to. Well, it is often the case that how the accident happened seems straightforward to you because you were there and you saw it. And it might even be the case that the driver of the other car is apologizing and admitting fault. It's often the case that the next day, when it's time to speak with their insurance company, if it's a young person, when it's time to tell their parents, time to tell their spouse, whatever, what happened, all of a sudden, this person who was so apologetic is going, it's all your fault. And the story is changing. And you just have to be aware that these things happen to the extent that you can document things by photographing the scene, by photographing the damage, by photographing, where the car's wound up, by having the police involved, the less likely you are to have problems down the road. So those would be the main things that I'd recommend that you do at the scene of an accident. Thank you.